What's up? What's up, man? We back at it again. I want to bring y'all some offense for right now. One of my favorite formations right now in the spread offense is the slot offset, man. Like it used to be this Y off trips or trips offset, but now I've kind of leaned over to the slot offset. We still gonna use a lot of that, but man, this formation is so good. So this is kind of the key to it all, this RBO peak bubble. I know you've seen it before. It's been in Madden for a while, but this is the play, man, the key to everything. So this play is it's pretty good, man. It's pretty freaking good. So most users are gonna come out as some kind of nickel defense, or the most popular dollar. We'll do dollar, just a random play. All right. So the key to this is usually when I run this, I want to kind of be on the far hash. So I want to make sure I got my swing route going out to the field. So with this, we're reading, we're looking. So usually the user is going to be that linebacker with the P on them or somebody like that. You're making sure that nobody flies over there to take over the swing. If they do take over the swing, you just don't press anything. He'll automatically hand it to the running back, and you'll get a nice gain, at least 5 yards. A lot of times I've broken a lot of runs because the user overcommits. So you're going to get a lot of runs. And now sometimes I'll double this DT depending on what his abilities are. If he's got inside stuff, he doesn't have inside stuff, so I probably wouldn't bother doubling him. But this swing pass also gets really, really good blocking, man. They block really well. And again, you can make a nice gain out of that. So again, this is kind of the play that kind of sets it off. And you can just run this over and over. If nobody runs over to stop this, you're going to get an easy almost 10 yards every time. Maybe even a house call. All right.
The guys on offense right now, just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way. A handoff for Gibson. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red.
The pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
9 yards. That one caught by Gibson. And he's got it past.
Down play.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down. They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. He's tackled a yard.
So that's the first play, man. That first play right there is just hard to stop. They have to run over there with the user. It's tough to get because it kind of dumbs out the linebackers even if they set them in the flat. So you got to kind of run over there yourself. Now the next is going to be this halfback cross screen. I know what you're thinking. This play, I've never seen anybody really run this play, but it actually works, man. So again, user's probably going to go take over the swing route. So you got free, nothing but field to kind of loft that and get a nice gain. Especially if you got linemen with abilities, they're just knocking people out, man. So again, nice little wrinkle to throw in there if they overcommit to the swing route. And you can still throw the swing route if they don't run over. All right, it's not going to be as good because they're not blocking as much, but still a very, very great play. So again, this one I like to run again on the far hash still just because you want to keep it consistent. You want everything to kind of look the same and lob that out there and get some nice yards out of it. Now I'm still.
Now Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the line and ready to roll. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute.
I'm still working on my passing game. The whole reason I run RPO is because I can't pass. So we're still working on that. But again, you can run a lot of these plays to kind of throw them off. We can run this Oh, I guess it would be nice if I showed you what the play was, right? All right, we're gonna run that back. So I also like to run this Y cross. This Y cross is actually pretty good. The cross on there is not a bad play at all. And what I like to do is I like to put this running back on a wheel route. So it just gives you some more options, right? So then again, if the user overcommits, you usually have nobody in the middle of the field. Or we can take that, which of course, again, I'm not a great passer, so you get the idea. If you guys that know how to throw dots, that would have been a touchdown. So if the cross is covered, if it's man coverage, you got this wheel route coming out of the backfield. Oh my God, I'm a terrible passer. But yeah, you can see that's wide open, man. Wide open play. So once you got the run game going, the RPO game going, this play gives you a nice. Oh my God, why is he not hitting that guy? That's interesting. But okay, again, I don't usually play with the Eagles. I just kind of use them to test this out. But again, put the running back on the wheel route. You got this crosser. And you've also got this dig that kind of gets in behind some zones as well. If I don't get completely shed to hell in practice mode. The sheds in practice mode are crazy, man. So just bear with me. I don't have two controllers. We're just trying to make it happen. There we go. We finally complete the crosser. Yeah. So you get the idea. So again, that's just a few plays out of this formation, man. Like this formation has some really.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now he'll look to throw it. Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
Some really good goals in it. Like this is, I don't think it's in any other playbook in the game. I think it's only in the spread playbook. So this is a reason why I stopped running a custom in my franchise. It's just to get this formation right here. Now next we have this RPO read bubble. Again, I like to run this one to the short side. But usually I try to run this when they're running more of a compressed defense, when they're not as spread out, but it still can work. And again, I'll usually double if they got inside stuff right here. And as this guy, really the run play is the best out of this. Like usually I get some huge gains out of this when I play in my franchise mode. That wasn't the best run, but we're going to try that again. So again, if user runs over there, the blocking on this run play is really, really good. So it just kind of keeps the user honest. He can't really cheat and shoot gaps because he's got to worry about that RPO. Because that RPO is also still pretty good. If you got somebody with, jukebox or somebody with some actual open field. I usually put a tight end right there, to be honest. A tight end usually does a really good job. I use a good jertle or something right here to make something happen. But yeah, man, but really I use this for more of the run play. To run this play, all you got to do is, you hike the ball. If you don't throw it to R, it's going to automatically hand it to triangle. So you got an automatic handoff, bam, hit the outside. Swift isn't even the fastest running back on the game. And bam, you got instant yards. So again, man, this is used to kind of supplement the passing game. This will be considered a run play if you pass it to the running back because it's behind the line, but hey, it's still getting good yards. Look at that, man. So the key is just getting in the open field, man. Juking is so good on this game, so you want to try to get your guys in the open field as much as possible. And these RPOs are kind of the best way to do that. And especially if you got a great offensive line like the Eagles.
16 here for 1st and 10.
What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And down to the 20.
That great creativity and usual productivity.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his... Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he takes it in. A handoff for Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there.
They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And all the way inside the 15. Gibson here running out of the gun. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is,
and now off to the races down the right side. Antonio Gibson, touchdown. Here's a give to Gibson. Down the right sideline. Antonio Gibson, touchdown. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll keep it moving down.
So again, so you've already got 4 fly plays. So you got the cross screen, halfback cross screen, the RPO peak bubble, and then this Y cross. Those are just, I mean, you could run that and you got a nice little scheme, but you got the RPO bubble. Next, I would probably, now this speed option, oh, I forgot about the speed option. The speed option is also really, really, really good, man. Again, I usually try to bring it up if they start trying to, they'll start trying to compact everybody in the middle once you start running the ball. Let's see, what defense can we run? We'll just run nickel over, just a random play. Now with this, I do like to kind of be on the far hash. And I like to run this to the field. So here we go. As soon as we get it, we just pitch it out and we instantly in open field. This is usually every time, unless the user runs over there or they're in, like, maybe they stay in dollar. There's not going to be anybody out there. So you got yourself an easy 6 to 7 yards, sometimes even 10 yards. If you can just make someone miss an open field, you can get even more, right? Really good play. Now, if he shoots out there, sometimes if you got a mobile QB, you can just take it with your QB and get a few yards like that. And again, man, so with all these different options, like, the user really has to be, they don't really know what's coming. There's so many different things you can do to maximize this formation, man.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pick. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before. Pitching it out to Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the trail. A 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied.
So I'm not doing anything crazy, just kind of running them stock, really, man. They're really, really nice. And so some of the pass plays, I mean, a lot of the wheels, wheels are amazing in this game. So you can wheel both sides to where they can't really cover both sides. I mean, the passing game, I haven't really dove into it as much. But I do know that this also double post is actually pretty good, too. So we just go against a random defense. And again, just depending on how I'm feeling, I may throw the wheel up. But most of the time, I'll probably throw him on maybe out route going the opposite direction. And again, I'm not the best with coming up with route combinations, but my scheme does, what the RPO does, a lot of it for me. Again, I'm a terrible passer. That should have been a completion for some of you who know how to throw dots. But we could try this with a wheel too. But again, the user's probably going to be flying out, so you'll have somebody open. There we go. Get a nice little pass. There we go. So, man, my quarterback in my franchise does not have abilities right now, so this is different throwing with Jalen Hurts. Now we got the wheel route. So again, man, it's just so many different options. You start hitting with, because a lot of times they'll start trying to press. They'll try to stopping the RPO, so you'll have a free wheel a lot of the times, man. So again, this is slot offset, man. This is a very, very, very fire formation. Again, a lot of you can mix up a lot of passes, make it look a lot different, make everything look the same with a lot of the motions. Hope y'all like these tips, man. This spread playbook is even more lethal this year, man. Like, it's like Madden was like, yes, bring the RPO and make it stronger with the pancake blocks, with all of that, like with the weak box, like RPOs are what's up right now. And I definitely got a lot of RPOs in store for y'all right now, man. Just hold tight. Definitely check out, get into practice mode, work on this slot offset, man. Like this, you can create a whole scheme. I can stay in this all game really, and we even have a cooldown in my league, so and I can just run different plays out of this, man. Like it's that nice. And also, the shakes. I forgot about shakes. I didn't think about shakes. So if you just, again, cheap yards, I'm all about getting cheap yards where I don't have to make more than one read. I'll usually like, okay, if I'm in center field, I'll run this. And y'all excuse my voice. I'm a teacher. I've been yelling at kids all day, so that's what I do. So you got either flat. So if you want to just get the ball out quickly. Because the user's going to cheat to one side. He's going to start thinking. He's going to be all over the place trying to figure out what you're trying to do. So if you just want to get some cheap yards, man, usually they don't guard the flats that well on this game. And if you really want to get creative, sometimes I will move this guy in motion. I'm sorry. Let me bring him back. Because the great thing about these guys, if you bring them in motion, they'll keep that wheel route in motion. So you can create a lot of unique route combinations that really, really can give. As you can see, they were both wide open. I had the I forget what that route is called. The circle route and sorry, I didn't do that right. So you gotta make the wheel first, and then before you bring him in motion. So I'll bring him in motion. Now I'll read the flat, or I can read my wheel, or at least I got this weird little post that goes up the middle. Okay, so that's me just being Stevie Wonder in the pocket. But y'all get the idea. You'll see some of the guys that are open on this play. This is just random defense, of course. So I'm not the best at reading defenses. That's why I run RPO. But so I had the flats. I could have definitely hit the flat right here. We've also got our don't really have the wheel route. Some of you can probably squeeze that in there, but I could have hit this corner right here. And we've also got this post. Now, the linebacker's probably not going to be able to jump for that. I probably could have squeezed that in there if I got any type of passing ability. But again, so you can get really creative with that. Sometimes I'll put a tight end right here. And sometimes, hey, if you feel like a blitz is coming, you can get a block in, throw this guy on the wheel, maybe throw this guy on a slant. And, you just kind of read what you got, man. Take what you got. And don't take sacks like that. But you guys get the idea. So you can get really creative, man. I hope this kind of gives you some ideas on what to do, man, and how to mix it into your offense. And, man, make it your own, man. I'm not saying you got to play exactly like me. I seldom pass over 10 yards. I'm running a lot of RPO. So I'm going to show y'all a lot of the plays that I run to help me do that, man. So appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for checking out the content. We're going to keep cranking it out. My goal is to do a video a day, man. Have something for y'all to look forward to every day. Keep rocking with me, man.